Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio, and today I am doing another project for the Gina B. Aaron's design team. Our prompts this month were pile, stack, or crowd, and I was thinking of a stack, so like a collage stack, and so I pulled out her mega bundle and some of her other images. I will have links to the particular products of Gina's that I use in the description box below. They will be below the links to the other design team members who are also doing this project for July. And yeah, so I'm just fiddling through here. Sorry, it's taken me a while trying to decide what I want and what colors I want. So I was looking at a couple of her little images and want to get coordinating colors. So that was the plan there. Now that black and white, I was thinking I would use it. It was part of a previous design team project that I created a few months ago. I'll try to put that link in there too. Oh, if I forget any of these links, just tell me and I'll put them in there. Okay, so I've cut out a couple of items that I want to use, and now I'm just going to tear off some chunks of her painty papers. Now I printed these with a toner color printer, not an inkjet, so that does make a difference. If you do inkjet, it might bleed. I've seen a few people with techniques on how to, stop it from bleeding by brayering matte medium over the surface. So that might work. I've tried it on something, but I haven't actually used that page that I did that on yet. So we'll see if it works. I did a lot of thinking about what I wanted to use. And I decided on a couple of her birds. I kind of wanted them squared off. I had a little round area because I didn't want to cut the other bird. There we go. So I've got a little square piece. And I'm thinking I might just add something else. Yep, I'm just going to add a random chunk. I'm showing you this, but I actually don't end up using the black and white. Looking at my finished piece, I'm like, oh, yeah, no, it doesn't really go. Alright, so I wanted to do something in a previous project. It was one of my ATCs from last month. I did what I was calling a dynamic cross, and somebody mentioned that to me in an art class, and I tried Googling it to find anything, and there's nothing. I mean, there's probably some knowledge somewhere. I mean, I was looking up graphic design, I was looking up everywhere. I could not find it, but I know I heard it, this dynamic cross thing, and that it's used in composition. Did I use the word composition when I was Googling? I'm not positive. I'll have to look again. So anyway, I decided I would pull out my watercolors and create this dynamic cross with just a few random colors and watercolor. Not thinking, ahead, going, I'm going to be collaging stuff on top of this, it's going to bleed. But it doesn't turn out too bad. I was careful. I added a little bit of green, trying to keep it a little bit away from the purple and stuff, because it would go really brown. And on this particular piece, I'm keeping a lot of white space. Here I'm just giving the bottom a little bit more weight by making it a little bit darker. So I'm looking at my prompts again, remembering what they were. And that stack of books is a digital download from Gina. I believe she has it in her shop. And then I've got my scraps cut out, and I'm using her Wild Heart set number 13 for stamping. I really wanted to add her scribbly flower. And this is just a cushioned mat that I'm stamping on, and I'm using, I don't think it's black, I think it's watering can. Either that or my black's almost out of ink. I'm holding it there so it'll make sure it's nice and dark. There we go. Let's see. Trying to decide if I want to put anything else on there. Can't decide, so I'm going to add color to the black and white pieces that I don't end up using. Not sure why I left this part in the video. And this is just copy paper, so I didn't want to like drench it because then it would get all warped. But just a little light coloring on there. So you can colorize your black and whites. So yeah, I'm adding the 3 colors that I used on my journal page, but they just don't end up fitting into the design of things when I get down to it. Sorry, you can speed past this part. Oh, yep, see, it was watering can. Alright, so I like kind of scribbly writing, and on her stamp she has just kind of loop scribbles, so I thought I would just kind of add them to my page. There we go. I wanted to write on it, and I haven't used my dip pen for a while, so I'm pulling out some paper to practice. I think my practice looks better than what I end up writing. See, that looks nice. My regular writing just is kind of messy. So I wrote, "Listen to your heart, not to the crowd," and I'm splattering some ink. Watching these videos, if I could go back and say, don't take out the straw, don't do it. Don't blow on it. Oh, I did. Couldn't stop myself. Most of it gets covered up anyway with the collage bits. So I decided, I don't know why I decided, but I decided I wanted a feather. Now, I think I'm not sure if she still has them on her Etsy store. She has feather stickers, or at least she did. I know she's got feather printables. But I didn't have time to wait for that. So I'm just drawing a feather on the back of one of her pages from the Mega Bundle, and I cut out a feather. See? Easy. Easy peasy. And we got to give it the core. Oh, I looked up what that part was called once, and I can't remember. So it looks like an actual feather. Well, a mixed media feather. And now we're going to add all of our bits and pieces, our stack or pile, to our page. One more flower for good measure. And now I'm just trying to figure out where I want it all to sit. And I don't make you watch me fiddle with this. I do fiddle with it for quite a while. Trying to decide where I want it. See, there I am. Once I decided, I took a picture so that I don't forget what order they went in. So this is Golden's Matte Medium. And I'm not thinking at the moment that I'm doing this over watercolor, but I do think about it in a minute, and then I'm more careful. I think I start to see a little bit of the pink or purple on my brush, and then I'm like, oh yeah. So then I go lightly and I don't over rub on the watercolor. See, I can't even remember. I have to find my picture. There it is. Okay. Again, referencing my phone to remember where I had the stacks going. I'm not sure if you can tell that I'm trying not to smear away onto the white page. I'm trying to keep it really close to the element I'm collaging, and I'm pulling in. That's to help keep color from smearing out because of the watercolor. See, and I don't think those other things would have fit in quite right. So now I'm just going around the feather with a pencil and just darkening it so it stands out a little bit more. Down there where it's overlapping the other piles of media paper, it's just kind of blending in. I think this is just a General's Layout pencil. And then I'm taking, I call it a blending stump, and just smearing that a little bit. I have a Stabilo all somewhere, but I didn't really want it quite as dark as that would have gotten it. And just put a frame around this one image to give it precedence over everything. Make it the focal. So what do you think of the way that's laid out? I don't know, I'm still debating. I have it sitting up in my art studio and I just look at it every once in a while and I'm still debating whether or not I like it. Adding some white. I think that helps those flowers a lot. Gives them more dimension, more prominence. So don't forget to check out the other design team members. Their links are below. See what they've created with those prompt words. And if you liked my video, please hit like. Give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.